score between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Denver Broncos. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game.
And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now it's Mixon running right. Sheds him off at the 45. There he goes, right side. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Joe Mixon,
69 yards.
And the Bengals will strike first here in this wild card matchup. So there, Charles, I mean, a situation where it didn't matter how far he had to run. He was not going to be denied, and he winds up taking this all the way to the end zone.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0.
Broncos, nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
They go play action here. Tman.
Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Off the play fake. Tman.
Rolling to his right.
No, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off at the 33. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. A handoff running left, Mixon. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end.
We always hear from coaches how much they like to run crossing routes because they want to hit their receivers on the go, get them the ball, and keep them moving. How about when you hit a tight end that way? Okay, the receivers are going to run past you most of the time. The tight end, they can do their damage a different way, break a few tackles and really scatter some people, can't they?
They'll run on first down. Mixon, and room there to work it inside the 25. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Just a yard to go here on 2nd down. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They'll give it to Mixon, running right through him. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 103 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the wild card round. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Here's a run with Mixon, and he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Bengals have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 14-0.
Bengals 14, Broncos nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Tman now off of play action. He'll buy some time right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
The Bengals drive about to get going. This offense thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that, and what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially the skill positions. And then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit, let them catch their breath.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's a give to Mack. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Tman looks to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, They had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And he missed it. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it, and this one winds up no good.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Back to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. The Broncos say they have it. They do.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there.
Tman to the air on 1st and 10.
They'll roll him out right. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. From the 31, Tman. And that is caught. It's Ridley. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Tman going to throw it.
Sliding out of the pocket. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. They'll run it out of the gun with Mack. And he pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Rolling to his right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time, the fumble, the turnover. Now they still have the lead, but I don't think coaches care. The turnovers will bother them no matter what the scoreboard says.
That's the relief that you still have the lead. But coaches look at what if and what it should be. Turning the ball over when they've got a chance to score more points and increase the lead, that's what's going to affect them.
And they're also thinking to future weeks, maybe when the game's closer, right?
No doubt about it. You want to clean up everything. Let's just be honest about it. They want everything to be perfect at all times. They don't want to give up anything that's going to hurt their team.
It's now 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked by Kevin Byard. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football? We're not seeing it right now.
On 1st and 10, here's Tman.
And that is incomplete.
Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Back to the air, Tman.
Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A big play that time on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the 29, Tman. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up first and goal.
They'll run here with Mack. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on second and goal? Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a third and goal.
Big play coming here. It's third and goal. Now Tman.
He'll buy some time right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going,
as they'll take over with just 13 seconds to go before the break.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Plenty of adjustments likely being made by both teams in their respective locker rooms. To find out who advances to the divisional round, let's get you back out to Brandon Gaudin.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is
nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Bengals grab it. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Cincinnati touchdown. So a great play there by the defense. If these guys are going to advance, and it looks like they will, this defense a big reason why.
And they love carrying the mantle for this team, don't they? You see the way that they move around out there? They want to lead this team deeper into the playoffs and hopefully onto the Super Bowl.
And that return for a touchdown certainly helps that cause. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Tman. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. He'll look to throw. Going right back to Fant. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a 1st down.
Tman's throw here into the hands of the receiver, Judy. Good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
Back to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Calvin Ridley there to make the grab. And the Broncos get a bit closer. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum is sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Once again, they run with Mixon. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. On 1st down, Mixon. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Here's 2nd and 8.
This one swung out to Williams.
They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. Now with a play clock at 4, we're going to get a timeout call. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. On play action, they'll throw. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
They'll run on first down. Mixon. And he's taken down inside the 30.
144 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
Now Joe Mixon. Oh, he bowls over him. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that
play. Again, it's Mixon. Runs through the contact. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
They'll try the left side. Herron. 2 yards on the pickup. It'll be second down.
What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football.
And sometimes all of your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, they can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground.
They'll keep it on the ground. Herron. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Able to find Higgins.
It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker that the defense almost relaxed and said, we got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the 4th down.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will bump the lead up to 11.
So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
But sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
Tman's throw taken in by Ridley here.
And all the way home for a Broncos score.
Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position, and that was special there.
And normally when you see guys moving this fast, it might be a fly pattern from a receiver or a toss sweep from a tailback or something like that. This was designed as a passing play, and then he got out of the pocket, and he just took off, and he just kept gaining momentum with every step.
And the final number, pretty impressive, courtesy of Next Gen Stats, 21.4 miles per hour.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And this a very important drive leading in the fourth quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here first down. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
At the 27-yard line.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now back to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
I certainly know that I, for one, would not like to be on the other end of a tackle when this guy's coming at you full speed from his strong safety spot. Boy, that was a nice play.
And I think really good defenders can sniff out those screen passes, just something that they can feel, something that they can sense about how the quarterback drops back or how the linemen are just a little slow to block the oncoming rushers. He read it perfectly, got in there, and made the play.
On 3rd down, Mixon. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
153 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They're going to look to throw. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. they've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. And the Bengals on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 5. He'll look to throw. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They'll try and run with Mixon, and he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. Denied on 4th down is Joe Mixon, and the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position.
Now Tman on the bootleg.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Well, when he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams.
He was brought down by Sean Murphy-Bunting.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard.
And the Broncos are right back in this football game.
A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10.
A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now 2nd down. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
Tman's throw into the hands of Fan.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. And two big plays, one after the other. Now all of a sudden, they're on the march.
Got to feel good about what they've just gotten done, and now feel really good about what's in front of them.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. This a give to Mack running to the right. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll run it with Mack, and not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Back to throw. Flush to his right. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Big Vita Vea pushing his way through to wind up with his sack.
And I know it's hard to find solace on one side when the season ends, no matter where it ends, but especially in the playoffs because there's all that build up to the moment. But I would imagine the post-game locker room speech, it'll have a pretty positive spin.
It should. They've made a heck of a run to get to the playoffs and have that chance to advance, even though they didn't. But you're right about how much it's going to hurt because when you work that hard to get this far, it hurts just a little bit more. No matter when your season ends, it's a downer. But in this case, even more so because you had your eyes on the big prize, which was the Lombardi Trophy.